Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today in Europe. I'm Stephen Carroll with Lizzie Burden, and we're joined by Bloomberg's breaking news editor, Louise Moon. Louise, good morning. Let's start with Diageo then. Their shares up over 7% at the moment in London. A new CEO has been announced. Tell us more.
Indeed, being very much welcomed by the market. So their new CEO, Dave Lewis, is a well-known name in the British business and particularly retail space. So he spent most of his career at Unilever, but what he's really widely known for is turning Tesco around. So he joined Tesco in 2014 as it was kind of reeling from an accounting scandal at the time. He came in, shed a lot of underperforming units and really boosted performance. And then he ended his time at Tesco as CEO in 2020. So he's known for his turnaround efforts, which are much needed by Diageo at the moment. Last week, they lowered their full-year outlook. That's on a host of reasons, including tariffs, including changing demand for alcohol, a changing Chinese consumption in China. And it also ends, a period of a lot of management limbo for Diageo. Their former CEO left in July, and they've had an interim CEO in the meantime. So ends a period of upheaval, and it's hopefully marking, or they hope it will mark, a change in fortunes for Diageo. Their shares are down over 30% year to date, but as you say, they're rising this morning. So analysts are saying this is a good move, a positive surprise. It brings in a heavyweight leader. So really welcoming that move and hopes for that his expertise will benefit the distiller.
Seems like traders think he's a trusted brand. But to one of the losers this morning is JTC. They're down 5.3%. This is, of course, the London-listed corporate services provider, and it's come after a bit of M&A.
Indeed. So they're being taken over by a consortium led by private equity house Permira. So they've won a battle. There was a bit of battle between two private equity houses, and Permira have won that. So that's expected to close in the third quarter of 2026, and this deal values it at £2.3 billion. So it seems like, a big amount, but there had been expectation of a higher price. So that's what's dragging the shares down today. So there's a bit of disappointment there. Firstly, a bit of a disappointment there. And then also just interesting kind of takeaway. It's kind of the second deal of its kind of this year. Cheaper valuations in the space in the UK, drawing in a lot of renewed interest from private equity. Another London listed company going private. So an interesting one.
Whisper it, but maybe London's becoming hot again, Stephen.
Let's turn to the chip stocks next, Louise. You've been watching the likes of ASML. Their shares currently up 2.7%. What's driving them higher today?
Indeed, yeah. Just a quick one on them. So they seem to be reacting on the back of results from TSMC over in Asia today. So ASML shares rising about 3%, recouping some of their recent losses. So TSMC had their October sales figures. They rose at the slowest pace since February last year, but still coming in relatively strong, and the industry is still kind of very buoyant about AI driven growth, and they're saying that one worse month of sales growth isn't gonna kind of rattle investors. So there's still a lot of positivity behind the sector, and this is benefiting ASML today. So BI is saying that TSMC's results are strong enough to boost demand for some of ASML's products, so seeing some potential demand growth there and boosting their shares this morning.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.